Ah, shit. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking on a sprint triathlon. Now a sprint triathlon consists of 400 meters worth of swimming, 20 kilometers on the bike, and then a 5k run. Now I've done an Olympic distance triathlon in the past. I think I got around about 3 hours and 20 minutes, which wasn't the best, but it was my first ever triathlon event and not trained for it, and I just threw myself straight in there. Now I've had a good sort of season of training hard, getting better at each individual craft, and now I feel a lot more confident going into this sprint triathlon. So I'm going to try my best to get as much footage as possible. I've actually gone out and bought myself a GoPro to try and get some first person footage, so I can kind of give the viewer or anyone who's interested in triathlons or Ironmans an insight into how it feels to do these events. You'll go through all the transition zones with me, and you'll get a good feel for that first person in the moment triathlon. So I'm looking forward to getting that across to you, and I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I massively appreciate the feedback that I've had on my last two videos that I've done, the one where I ran the Yorkshire 3 Peaks and the one where I did a half marathon in zone 2. The feedback's been phenomenal. I'm actually going to use some of the feedback in the comments that you've given me for this video. Someone highlighted that I should actually talk about the nutrition going into events. So tomorrow morning I'm going to go through my nutrition before race day to kind of give you an insight into what I do. So I massively appreciate those comments. If anyone is watching these videos and they have feedback or things that they want me to do going forwards, please leave it in the comment section. And like I say, I'm going to be doing more and more endurance events, more challenges, more cool fun video ideas that I've got noted down. And if you've got any that you want to leave in the comments, that would be cool as well. So make sure that you are subscribed to stay tuned into them for the future. So I look forward to getting into this sprint triathlon tomorrow. The goal is to get below 1 hour 20 minutes, and we'll see how we get on. So up 1 hour before the race, and this is what we're going to be eating before we start. So we've got 1.5 litres of fluid, which I've already tucked into, and then we've got protein granola with milk, 150 grams of blueberries, and some honey, and then 2 crumpets, honey. That's what we're going to have. Give ourselves some time to digest this food, and then we're going to have some caffeine beforehand. Let's go. Setting off in 30 minutes. Let's go. So just thought I'd commentate over now. So I was just starting off with a swim here. I didn't realise, but when you entered the event, you actually had to put in what time you assumed you was going to do the swim. And I estimated a little bit quicker than what I thought, and I was put in with some absolute monsters. I think there was a girl in the group of people who was with who actually won the triathlon last year. So I was definitely punching above my weight, but we still give it a good go. I actually let a couple of people go past. There was a couple of times where I had to stop, which obviously slowed down my time, but I ended up with a solid 7 minutes 33 on the swim, which I'm happy with. So we were straight out the swim and then straight on to getting onto the bike. So just jumping in again here to talk about the transition zone. So obviously in a triathlon, once you've done the swim, you go over to your bike, which you've set up before the race has actually started. All your gear's there, which you've laid out, and then you've got to get it on as quickly as you can to then get on to the next station. Now, the station was going well, the transition was going well, I was all prepared, but little did I know, wearing these new cleats, what was around the corner. Ah, shit. Yeah. I couldn't even get the thing started again. It was so embarrassing. Honest to God. Stacked it, literally. There's just one guy stood there and I literally just felt like an absolute weapon. Fell over, fell straight off the bike, trying to put my cleats on, but got it straight back on it, and then we got ourselves out there. And putting some miles on the bike, I'm not going to lie to you. We got straight into the bike, and obviously with the swim, I was probably the last in the group, but I caught back up, managed to take over a few people, got stuck in, and I actually managed to finish the bike with around about 43 minutes, I think. I'll pop it on screen in a minute, but the bike actually went a lot better than it was expected, especially after starting with a big fall. Getting off the bike, we had to run back over with the bike and put it back in the transition zone to then go into the run. But what I didn't realise, and I just want to put this as a disclaimer, before I started the event, I did ask one of the staff if I was able to film with my GoPro going around on the race, and they said, yeah, no worries at all. And then as I was taking the bike in, one guy just decided to pull me over in a grey jacket and say, nope, you're not allowed to film. So I just respected what they said, put my GoPro back down, and then I had to do the run, obviously, without any first-person footage, which I do apologise. Luckily, friends and family with a couple of people got some videos, so I'll put them on screen now, and I'll talk you through how we got onto the run. But obviously, after the bike, legs were very, very fatigued. I was absolutely knackered. I was happy with the time, but I really wanted to get below 1 hour 20. So I was checking my watch, and I just knew that I had to absolutely floor it going into that 5K run. So I've usually ran a 5K around about 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I think my fastest ever was 20 minutes, 3 seconds. So I knew if I really wanted to push myself, especially after all the work that I'd done before this run, I'd have to put my foot down. And I think that's what we did. 2.5 kilometers in, I started to get a little bit tired, but I found some sort of second wind, and I just decided I needed to push myself as much as I could, keep my kilometers below 5 minutes per kilometer, and I knew that I'd be on track to getting under 1 hour 20. I knew that when I come off the bike, I had around about 25 minutes to kill. So I pushed myself as much as I could, got past that first tough 2.5 kilometers, found that second wind, put my foot on the gas, and I really pushed myself. I actually managed to finish the 5K in 22 minutes, 7 seconds, which I was really happy with. That's literally 2 minutes, 4 seconds off my actual 5K PB time, especially after all the work beforehand. I was very happy with this time. So I was sprinting across the finish line, checking my watch the whole way, and I realised that I actually got 1 hour 18, 33 seconds in total. I managed to hit my goal of getting below 1 hour 20, and I was absolutely buzzing. So that actually goes and wraps up the sprint triathlon. So coming back now, I managed to get 1 hour 18 and 33 seconds, which is what I was aiming for. I wanted sub 1 hour 20, and we managed to get it. Absolutely buzzing. I managed to do, I think it was 7 minutes 30 something on the swim. I'll pop it all on screen now. It was 44 minutes something on the bike, and then it was a 22:07 5K at the end. So absolutely buzzing with the times. You'll probably see me fall over on the bike, which I'll cut back to right now. Ah, shit. I got my GoPro confiscated after the run. I didn't realise you couldn't take any filming equipment with you. So minimal footage, but a little bit to go through. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of me just talking over this video. I appreciate everyone massively who's tuned in and watched all the way up until the end of this video. I'd massively appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying my best to push for 500 subscribers. Then I want to try and push on to get 1,000. I've got some more cool videos coming up. I'm doing the Wigan 10K next Sunday, which I'll definitely be filming on my GoPro. And I've got some more events coming up after that. So thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. Drop a comment, leave some feedback, and I'll catch you in the next one.